I don't know how many miles it is to Denbigh. I'm at 133 miles to go. No, I'm on 290, I think, actually. Good evening. It's 11 o'clock at night, and I'm inside this church in Llangadog, I think is the name of the village. Lovely church porch. It's got a full door on it, so it's really warm in here. It's almost too warm for my jacket. I think I might take it off, and I reckon I'll have a lie down. Actually, I didn't want to sleep this early, but I'm feeling quite tired weaving about on the road, so I'm going to bed down early. And I doubt that anyone will come along and lock this door. It's been a nice smooth ride from Pontcysyllte. It's not very far though, it's only about 12 miles. Came across an accident, no fatalities or many injuries either. I think it's just two cars clipped each other, and the mother said you can go through because it was her son that had an accident with someone else. Right, I'll stop the recording, speaking of it. Oh, good morning. I'm still in the church. It's 2:15 now. I'm about to set off. It's going to be a bit chilly setting off. Cold, actually. Shivering now. Feel much better for my sleep though, even if I don't sound it. I just slept on the hardwood. I didn't get my bivvy out because it was very warm in here. I'm going to set off now to Ruthin, over the mountains and into Llangollen. Good morning. I'm tired and I'm a bit warm, having just climbed to the summit of the Horseshoe Pass for the first time. What I've got to do now is drop down, climb up the World's End. That's about a 3-mile climb, that is. And then I'll climb back up here, up this side, so you can see the lights there. That's the house and the cafe. Up the old shoe, and then drop down into Llangollen and back along the canal. I've a bite to eat. Got 109 miles to go, so I'll stop the recording and speak in a bit. Cheerio. Morning everyone. It's 5:25 now. I'm at the summit of the climb called the World's End. That's a summit up there. There's the extra bit of it. So I'm going to turn around now, head down to where I started, and then climb up the old shoe. So that'll take a while. Ah, dear me. I'm fairly sure I've gone far enough. I think that bit there is higher than that bit there. So yeah, drop down, and then it'll probably be 6:30 at the summit of the Horseshoe Pass, and then I should drop down into Llangollen for 7 o'clock. That's the plan. So it's a lovely, quiet morning so far. That's a good milestone I've hit. 100 miles to go. Virtually at the bottom of the World's End climb. Nearly came off in the ford as well. Quite scary experience, but I'm pretty glad I didn't. It's not the sort of thing you want to happen. Got a few kicker-uppers before the old shoe, so I'm going to push on and speak in a bit, so cheerio. Oh, morning. 6:15. I've just done the old Horseshoe Pass. Oh, that was quite tiring, that was. Drop down into Llangollen, see if there's a shop open, get some more water. That was a hard climb, that old Horseshoe Pass was. Stop in Llangollen, get on the canal and see if that bench is free and I can eat my pork pie there. It's so that should be nice. Right. Yes, I'll stop the recording and speak in a bit. Cheerio. Right, morning. It's 7:10. I'm on the Llangollen Canal, only just outside Llangollen itself. Stopped at a newsagent's to get some drink and some quavers to go with my pork pie for breakfast. Got 89 miles to go, and I'm on the canal now until Chirk, and then I'm wending my way through the lanes over towards Lilleshall, and then back home via Shifnal and Pattingham and that way. So a bit of traffic free for the moment, and then lanes and minor B roads. I can't remember going on many A roads. It'll be nice and flat for a bit as well. I don't know what they're doing with that bridge, but it's come down. It was spitting a bit, sort of like mizzle, but I'm alright under this tree. I can't remember if this is the exact bench I mentioned earlier, but it's a good enough spot. Feeling quite tired though, so I shan't stay too long. I'll just plod along. I should be back by this time this evening, so hopefully there shouldn't be another night section. Oh, it's very nice and tranquil. Right, that's Chirk Aqueduct, I think. I don't know. Anyway, I'm currently heading across the Pontcysyllte Aqueduct. It's a stark contrast to the last time I was on here, because whenever that was, back in April, it was pitch black, couldn't see a thing, but now you've got a lovely view. I've sort of come from that direction, over there, over those hills. Llangollen's up there. That's the River Dee that runs underneath the viaduct. Aqueduct, sorry. And then that's the village of Pontcysyllte over there. So I'll just park Eddie up. So I'm heading off in that direction through Chirk tunnels and everything. See, the boats are coming rather slowly. That's a good climb, which I did once. Had to walk most of it. That was the day that my rear tyre blew out. So this is the third time I've come across here with Eddie. The second time this year, and then once in 2017. It's rained, I think, but it's alright now. They'd better be quick because there's another boat coming. Although it looks like they're catching that other boat up. But, if only they knew what they were really doing. A hell of a trip for. Alright, so I've got to walk through the White House tunnel, 174 metres long. No one else coming, so I'll go. Of course, the last time I come through here, God, it's much warmer in here. Last time I come through here, it was pitch black. very low. That's the other end. This tunnel isn't as good as a church tunnel, I don't think. Church tunnel's got more interesting stuff in the way of things hanging off the ceiling. There's something up ahead. A barrier there. Ow. This is just bright enough for me to see. Halfway through now. Echo! That was 2 boats going through the tunnel. Very patch of light is the other end. This is a church tunnel, 400 metres, roughly, and the stink off the fumes. God, I'm gonna have to get out of here quickly. What I'll do is the light on my fork. It isn't very good, but it'll help me see the barrier at least. But yeah, I think I made them jump because I said good morning to them. They're still going. That was an experience. So of course the last time I went through I was just on my own. But this time of course there's boats in there. Right, so I'm at the midway point of the tunnel. I think there is an air shaft in here but can't see it. I'm going to stop the recording and I'll speak in a bit, so cheerio. Oh, they've just left the tunnel. Alright, good morning still, it's 11:20. I'm outside a church in a place called Western Lulling Fields. And the rain's coming down now. It's been coming down ever since I left the church tunnel pretty much. It was miserly there and then, well actually it eased off a bit, and then when I got to Gabowen it started to rain and it's stayed raining ever since. I felt pretty good between Chirk and here. I'll just stop for some food and a rest, try and keep the pace as high as I can without blowing up at the end. And it looks bright, but I can't see any evidence of the rain easing off. I don't know if I'm going to finish in the dry or not. Oh, by the way, I couldn't get into the porch properly, so I'm just stood in here. And there's some benches, but... Alright, good afternoon. It's 2:05, and I've got 42 miles to go, so it's starting to feel like it's going to be over with very quickly. I'm in this church porch at Kinnersley upon the Weald Moors. Not a lot to report apart from the freewheel's making a hell of a noise now. I don't know why, because it was alright until about 15 miles ago. It's a nice church. Lovely carved pieces. Whoa. Just debating whether or not to have a chocolate bar or whether to save it. I think I'll eat it now, I might not be in the mood later. Everything's going well apart from that freewheel. It's still raining, as you can see in here. There's really not a lot else going on. I don't know how much further up. Kinnersley, Lillithall, Shifnal, down to Badger, across to Pattingham. And that's it. Oh, feels like a drag when it goes like that, but it's been going fairly quickly. I mean, I last stopped at, I think it was 20 past 11, at 65 to go. And now it's 10 past 2 and I'm at 42 to go, so hopefully I want to be home before 7 o'clock tonight. That gives me 5 hours to do 40 miles, which is doable. Well, it would be definitely doable under normal circumstances, but if the ride's 415 miles and I've got 40 to go, that means I'm on 375 at the moment, and I'm feeling pretty good, so I'll have the chocolate bar to celebrate, and we'll speak in a bit. Right, afternoon, it's 20 past 3 and I'm in Shifnal with 31.14 miles to go. My dad might recognise this road if he was watching. Just gone past the pub called the Beehive up there, and currently riding down Courier's Lane. And when Dad lived here, he said he used to hate it. I don't know which house he lived in. These look like the sort of type here. It would have been a council house because of the police. So there's the houses. There's the primary school here. Playground. So I don't know if it looks better or worse than it did 50 years ago, or 45 years ago, or whenever. But it's a bit damp and grey today. After Shifnal, I'm heading down through Beckbury, Badger, Pattingham, and then Pattingham should be 20 miles to go. So I'm going to turn right here. Only a quarter mile to the town centre, and there's a railway station here. So it's not too badly developed. Mind you, all of that looks new. Right, so that's where I am. I don't know if that's coming out, not really. Right, so head down this road
all the way down into Beckbury and Badger. Probably take a few pictures of the church there because it's a nice place, but I'm trying to do it all in one go because it's only 30 miles and I want to get back before the highlights start at 7 o'clock. So I've got 3 hours and 3.5 roughly to do 30 miles, so I reckon I can do that. The freewheel's been alright since last stopped, and the rain's eased off quite a bit, so it's all looking good for a good finish. So I'll stop the recording here in Shifnal and speak in a bit. Hi, afternoon, 4:25. I'm in Pattingham. I've got 20 miles to go, so that should take me less than 2 hours because it's not too hilly. I'm just going to have a cereal bar and finish off those rolls. No, not the Haribo things. And then carry on. Try and get back before 7 o'clock, which is when the highlights start. Also 7 AM was the date on Thursday that I set off, so if I get back before then that'd be pretty cool. But I'm not too bothered if I don't. There's a Jaguar there. Mercedes, a lot of rich person's country. There's a Porsche there. Mind you don't know these days whether they own them or whether they're on hire purchase. But I'm gonna have a bite to eat anyway. It stopped raining. You can still feel odd spit in the air. Been through Badger and I'm off to I suppose Kinford's the next major town, then Kidderminster, then Starport. So I'll do recording when I get home. Right, good evening. It's 6:05. I'm just recording the historic moment because I've got 0.45 miles left of my 400 and something mile ride. I think I've done somewhere between 4:10 and 4:20, maybe even 4:25 if I was lucky, but I'm really not sure. There's a sign for Starport. Gotta rejoin the road here. Yeah, I can chance it. Oh, squeeze. I've upset them here. Coming past now, I bet. So it's been a fantastic ride. There are a couple of low points, but the best thing to do then is just accept that they'll vanish and just carry on. I'm slowly coming to terms with that realisation and the fact that on these long rides I really can't expect to have a schedule. All I can do is just play it by ear. And playing it by ear so far worked very well on this ride. There we go. Back in the home street. Just drop the gears down. this is the end of ride recording. I thought I'd already done that, but the memory card had filled up and I hadn't noticed. So that was 808 pictures and videos of everything for the past 3 days. But it's been a fantastic ride, and I felt really good at the end. Dad says I could have done another 500, which I probably could have. However long it would have taken, I don't know. But no, really fantastic ride. I've got to hope that it all uploads to Strava now, because this will be one hell of a big file. I'll have to use the data and think, because it's faster. But for now, all I've got to do is hose Eddie down. Have some tea and have a bath and get all the 3 days worth of muck off. And go to bed. So, thanks very much for watching, and until next time, cheerio.